Hey Facebook, it's your friendly nosy neighbors, Jessica Cardon
and Elyse Powell
with the Murdoch Manwaring Company. Thanks for joining us for another episode today. Please make sure to like and follow our page if you love all things local business in Southeast Idaho. And if you love real estate like we love real estate, head over to the Murdoch Manwaring Company page and follow there too, because there's some really cool stuff and the market is hot, hot, hot.
Really is.
All right, we're in somewhere probably you've seen, but maybe you've never come in, or maybe you have. But
you probably have no idea what's in this shop.
I didn't know. Of course, that means I'm super curious. Let's figure it out. We are at Shaddow Domain. We are on Broadway, right 2 doors down from Chesbro's Music, right across from Yummy House and from the Celt.
The auditorium on Broadway is just right here.
That's right. We're almost on the corner of Shoup and Broadway. We're between Park and Shoup, right here. So if you didn't know this, I didn't realize. I've seen Shaddow Domain before. They used to be across the railroad tracks, right next to R&R Bar, and I didn't realize they've been here almost 4 years, and I still thought that's where they were. So what do I know? So we are excited to go in and talk to them today, because this is a shop that is a gift shop, and they said Curiosity and Oddities.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
What does that mean? I'm so excited. Okay, let's go in and check it out.
We're excited to find out.
See, like right here. Curious? Come on in. And now, of course, one of the historical downtown buildings, which I love.
Wow.
Oh, wow. It's fantastic because I recognize this guy.
There we go.
It's awesome.
Cool.
Super awesome. Let's go down. Well, we're the nosy neighbors. One, we can find out and ask a few questions about Shaddow Domain.
Of course, I'm Julie, the owner. What can I tell you?
Julie, all right. So, Julie, give us a little idea. What is Shaddow Domain?
It's very hard to describe. I'm the owner and I can't describe it. We have so much oddities and some antiques. We have metaphysical items. We have dragons, fairies, clothing, novelties, silly things.
What is the idea behind your shop?
If we have an underlying idea, it would be that we just like things a little bit creepy.
Creepy.
That should be a tagline. We like it just a little bit creepy.
Our tagline we use is curious things for curious people.
Oh, well, and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are curious that would be interested in this kind of thing.
Oh, I hope so.
I think it's a huge, I don't want to say movement, but it's a huge culture.
It is.
A culture. That's
so
right.
What would someone expect if they come in? What should they expect to find?
Well, for one thing, they expect us to be happy and friendly. We're not creepy, scary people.
Good to know. That is good to know.
A very wide range of different things.
Okay.
A lot of fun stuff, a lot of things that'll make you laugh.
Uh-huh.
If you like Halloween, you'll be right at home.
Perfect.
Uh-huh.
So when you say metaphysical, tell us what that means exactly.
It might be easier if I show you.
Ooh, it probably is. See dragons? I love that.
We carry a
so
lot
many just different
of
things
incense,
I don't think you would see anywhere else.
And we go through a lot of incense, so
Wow.
we're refilling it constantly.
Okay.
A lot of herbs, dream catchers. We have a lot of candles,
Oh, yeah.
colored candles. Just a lot of things that would go into your metaphysical, pagan,
So I
Wiccan
think of this
realm.
and I look at this and I was thinking, is it a pagan Wiccan type of a thing, or is it beyond
a lot
that?
of things. A lot of symbology goes into a lot of different things.
Because you think of everything from Celtic,
Right.
to druids, to a lot of that, the earth stuff, and that's all
Right.
part of that. Is that
And a
right?
lot of it's
Different
interspersed
cultures.
and then interchanged.
So a lot of people might relate to that, not just one particular culture.
Oh yes,
Okay.
definitely.
I think there's a big culture of earth
Yes.
and connection to the earth and connection.
For
I've seen
sure,
that
for
a
sure.
lot.
Yes, there is.
So let me ask you this before I have a lot of questions about the history of this. How do they find out more? What are you guys' hours? Do you guys have any social media? Tell us
We
how they
have
find out more.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. I lost my train of thought.
That's all right.
so
That'll do the deal.
So many
we're open
good ways
Tuesday
to get a hold of you.
Right, we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 6.
Okay.
Parking in the back.
We're going to show that because a lot of people are worried with that. If you're going down Broadway, think, where do I park?
Right.
Tons of parking in the back.
That's always a concern when you're coming downtown.
is.
Okay, so we want to definitely talk about
So if you go
parking.
down Shoup or you go down Park,
Either.
you can come to the back of the store, and,
and
there's
you've got a
rear
back door.
entrance.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Perfect.
Okay, all right. You asked about the metaphysical. So you
Yes.
said curiosities and oddities. What does that mean?
Curiosities and oddities, in my mind, means different things to different people.
Because I'm curious.
To
Julie.
me, my oddities would be
Incense.
more like,
Very cool.
I run you from one end of the store
That's
to
all
the
right.
other.
That's what we're here to see, right?
Would be more
We want
like
to see the whole shop.
strange antiques.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Like pulling old teeth
Yes.
and a bat. That's pretty neat.
These are glasses from an old sanitarium. These heads are from an old mortuary.
Wow.
Most of these either I make or we have consignment people who make
Oh,
some of these
interesting.
types of things.
Yeah.
More oddities, this type of thing over
Oh,
here.
When you
yeah.
say you
Yes.
make them, you put them in the display that
Right.
they're in because they are antiques.
Yes, they are antiques.
They are true antiques. Okay.
Oh, look at this.
You put them in the frames and make them
This is a
presentable.
mummy-
Yeah, basically
mummified-
put them all together.
a
Right.
mummified rat.
Yep.
How neat is that? Look at that. And you've got bullfrog coin purses. Isn't that fun?
And the Ben Nye makeup is a good one to put in with your oddities because we sell a lot of Ben Nye
Oh,
makeup.
what's Ben Nye makeup?
what's that
It's
all about?
theatrical makeup.
Oh,
Okay.
And
right.
we sell to some schools, some performing groups. And that's another thing that we really want people to know that we have and can get very readily.
theatrical makeup, which is something that is not a like on Main Street. You don't find
Right.
great
We would
theatrical
normally
makeup.
know where to find that, so this is
Right.
good to know. Okay.
Right. I love this. This is Curiosities. I love that.
This
that
is
idea.
part of our museum, which is another.
These have to be
In the
antiques
back,
right
we
here.
have a museum.
A
and This is kind
museum?
of part of that.
Let's go see that. What is
Oh,
that?
yeah.
we can go
Can
see
I see
that.
the capes?
Very cool.
We sell a lot of T-shirts.
Okay.
T-shirts. Yep. And if you wanted some bat wings, those are cute. Oh,
Who doesn't
dragon
want bat wings? Or dragon wings.
Oh, I love that.
We have candles here made locally.
Oh, neat.
My mugs are printed locally.
Some beautiful skulls.
So you have things here that you just wouldn't find anywhere else. If
Right.
you're looking for something a little bit different, off the beaten path.
Well, that's what I really
This is a
strive
place to
to
shop.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is to get things that nobody else has.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have a whole museum section back
wow.
here.
This is our little museum.
How neat is this?
Oh, wow.
This makes me think of the old late 1800s curiosity shows
Right.
or
The dime museums.
the dime museums.
Yeah, we've
Yes,
got
yes.
explanation here to
Oh,
tell,
well,
tell
right
people.
there. Where it says right there on the thing. Yeah.
To tell people, what we're doing here, so it doesn't just look like
Yeah.
a.
So for those of us that don't know what the Dime Museum is, do you want to explain that just really
Basically, at the turn of the century, 1800s to the 1900s, museums were more meant for people with a lot of money.
quickly? Okay.
And so people got their own collections together to charge a little less so that people who didn't have the means to visit the larger museums would have something to do.
Oh, excellent.
So they would get together whatever they could, and usually it was something weird.
Right? Well, that's what you go to see. I can see it in
Right.
my own house. I don't want to go pay to see it, right?
Exactly.
How neat is that? Yeah, there's some really cool things in here. You got to come in and see this. Really neat, and a little bit of taxidermy in there. How fun!
So this catered to the average person and not just the elite.
Right. This was
Okay.
more for people who couldn't afford the fancy, whatever
The
was
art.
done at the,
Okay.
the
yeah,
day.
going to the
right?
Metropolitan, right?
Yes.
Right, yes.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah, and would this be something also, a dime museum would be something that would have traveled? Or would it have been something that
have.
was, yeah, because I think about that is
Traveling
those
show.
a traveling
Right.
show that happens. Really cool. How did this all start? Julie, how did you start all of this? As I see a wicker coffin, that's pretty cool,
Yes.
of course.
And that is real, vintage. Okay.
Neat.
It basically all started just because I wanted to do my own thing.
Ah,
I worked at Chesbro's for almost 20 years,
wow.
and it was just time to do something different.
And so did you have an interest in this type of item and culture or?
Oh, I've always liked the skulls and the creepy
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
The teenage goth,
That makes sense.
for lack of a better term.
How
And
long have you guys been in business?
We've been in business total a little over 18 years. We've been in this location for a little over 4 years.
That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. So is there something we should see that you're like, this is something I think everybody needs to see, or is our specialty here at the shop?
Yeah, we definitely don't want to miss that.
Yeah.
It's really difficult because people ask me all the time, what is your best seller? And it changes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I would say if you look, our metaphysical items, this area that I kind of try to keep together right here is probably our biggest seller.
Your biggest seller.
Okay.
Because this is something you don't find everywhere. You can't.
Right.
You can't find it everywhere. Yeah.
And we do try to get things that you can't find anywhere. Sometimes, you know, sometimes we just have to get things that other people have because there's such a demand.
Right.
But we
But I
try.
love you have the dream catchers, but they're just different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
It's
not
neat.
the standard. Very cool.
This
Let's
is
face
very
it, we
cool.
are. We are not the standard. We have all the things that are just different.
Okay.
Yeah. I still love that catch line. It's just a little, you know, just a little creepy. Which is, some people that's just like, hey, that kind of feels really good to me.
Yes.
I feel like that's
That
kind of
feels
how I am.
like home to
That's
them, yes.
awesome.
And that brings a lot of people in because it's just something different.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you guys sell anything online, or do you have to come into the store for everything?
You know, we tried that and there's just too much competition. It's become too much of a hassle, and
Yeah.
we've decided that totally focusing on our locals was just way more fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Do you have a pretty big customer base right here? I can imagine you have people that just
We
want to come
do.
here on
Yeah.
a regular basis
we
and see
have
what's new.
we have so many
Okay.
locals, and we have tourists that come here every year when they come to town.
very
Oh,
cool.
yeah?
The tourists that are walking around town just love us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's something interesting to see everywhere. Every time you turn around in here, is there something interesting to look at?
Oh, and I've been told that many times that
Yeah.
you can walk through here, and I tell people make sure you walk through at least twice,
Yeah. Well, it is so neat. It is so neat.
And are you getting new product all the time?
all the time.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What if there's something that somebody can't find? Can you guys find something like that? If someone says, hey, I'm looking for this kind of specific incense, or I really have seen this really cool skull. Do you guys have
do
those
try.
resources?
We do try. Incense, we're always pulling something in for somebody. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
But some of the other things are a little more difficult, but we'll always try.
Yeah. Good. Well, that's awesome. All right. Is there anything that we missed that we've got to see while we're here?
Oh, it's so difficult. Maybe we should meet Art, because he's my favorite oddity.
Your favorite oddity?
Yes, this is
Okay.
Art.
Oh, look at that.
Art is struggling.
He is.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's not getting around real
But
well.
he's happy.
Isn't that
He has a
funny?
happy home, and he is an actual real skeleton.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. So it's an actual
human
true
skeleton.
Okay. Wow, that is so neat. This is so fun.
You really do have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it really has. Some
And I'm
neat
always
stuff.
collecting. People randomly bring me things because they just think they're better here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
They fit. Do they fit?
People
Yeah.
should see them.
Exactly.
And who's your ideal customer? If people are looking and wondering, should I go in there? What do they have?
Anybody that this makes happy,
Yeah.
Okay.
you know, because it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I see
And-
this. You got beautiful rings in here, and you've got some piercing jewelry.
A little bit.
A little bit of that.
Yeah,
It's really. I mean, you've got a little bit of everything.
a little bit of random candy because you gotta have something for the kids.
That you would not find anywhere else, or just the norm? Okay.
Probably nothing there you wouldn't
That's
find anywhere else,
Oh,
but
these are really pretty.
the kids love it.
I love that.
That's another. We do some consignment if people are making the right things that fit.
Yeah. Well, these are beautiful incense holders.
We do sell a lot of incense
gorgeous.
holders, a lot of incense.
Really gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, people, you really need to come in. This is the place where you say you've got to come in to experience it.
Oh,
Well, and
it
I feel
is
like if you're looking
really.
for a unique gift for somebody
Right.
that
Yeah.
maybe likes a little bit different, off the beaten path,
Something they can say,
this
"I've
is
never
where
seen."
you would find something.
Right. Something where they say, "I've never seen this before."
That's right.
That is really neat. Well, I think it's awesome. And thank you, Julie, for sharing this with us. So
Thank
give us your
you.
hours one more time and your address.
We're here Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 6. Our address is 341 West Broadway. Look for Chesbro's. It's the easiest way to find us, and don't forget about the parking lot.
Oh, let's take a walk back that way as we go through. So let's take a quick walk because we really should see that there is amazing parking.
Oh,
it is not
yeah.
hard to park to get in. To
There
get
is
in the
no
back.
problem parking here.
Julie, I was seeing like even some kitchen towels and oven mitts and
Well, I can
I
tell
don't know
you,
if they're blankets, like different things like that that would be really cool gifts for someone.
I do try to buy things that are actually functional when I can, because
love
everybody's
that.
got a lot of things to dust. Right?
Yes, yes. There's a certain point you can only have so many knickknacks and fun display items.
Right.
Oh, perfect.
Let's make sure they see what that looks like to get in the back door here. Well, this is awesome. So again, tons of parking back here. Here's the entrance. So if you come right off of Shoup or you come right off of Park,
So we are right next door to Chesbro, and it looks like the Idaho Falls Library is right there. So
Yep.
that kind of gives
Right.
you an idea where we're at on the back side.
couldn't
for
be
the red
easier.
wall.
Look for the red wall. That's right. And it makes it, you know what, there's a TV show on right now that's very popular, Carnival? Is it called Carnival?
I haven't seen
I
that
think
one.
it's on HBO or something. Anyway, it makes me think of that. So
Oh, yeah, that's kind of what we were going for.
Yeah,
It was
very
kind of
cool.
a
The very
sideshow
carnival,
vibe.
yes.
And you've got that strobe light. You can't miss this.
yeah, it is a super fun place. All right, you guys. Again, this
Very
is Shaddow
cool.
Domain. It's right on Broadway. Come around back and park. Come in and see this. It really is something super fun to come in and experience and have a really find something unique.
Something unique. Yeah, you don't want to miss this. You'll see something you haven't seen before.
It is very true. It's awesome. All right, Shaddow Domain down here on Broadway. This has been Jessica Cardon,
And Elyse Powell.
your nosy neighbors, keeping you in the know.